Hello everybody, David back in another video. Alright my tennis friends all around the world, it is time to do a video about Rafael Nadal. Yeah, it is time to do a video about the 22 times Grand Slam champion. Because I'm getting accused, Inter, change your name to Djokovic Inter Tennis or something like that. Because you're doing videos only about Djokovic. Who should I do video about? Who? The Kyrgios, who has barely played any tennis? Matteo Berrettini? Diego Schwartzman? Who should I do video about? Casper Ruud? Who loses all his big matches? Holger Rune? Who? Tell me who? I do videos about players who wins the big tournament. Who freaking has won the biggest tournament this year? Who has done it? 4 Grand Slam titles, 4 Grand Slam tournaments we have this year, 2023, exactly like we have all the years. And 3 of them, Novak Djokovic has won. Australian Open, French Open, US Open. But okay, I'm going to satisfy some of you. I'm going to do it. No problem. I will do a video about Nadal. I was actually not planning to. It is really late here in Sweden, and I will go up very early tomorrow. Very early. So I should not do this video. I don't have time to do this video. But I couldn't refuse. I couldn't refuse. I felt that I need to go out there. No matter that I need to wake up about 4 or 5 hours from now, I need to do this video and send the message to the entire world what a kind of a salty loser Rafael Nadal is. Exactly like the title is saying. I will do a video about Nadal. I tremendously respect Nadal as a tennis player. I tremendously admit Nadal as a huge tennis player and what he has done in his career. 22 Grand Slam titles, the second most Grand Slam title wins in the history of the game. Only one player has more than him. We all know who that is, Novak Djokovic. I respect his career a lot, but I don't like salty losers. And that's why I'm here doing this video, despite that I don't really have time. I don't respect salty losers. And I'm going to tell you what kind of a salty loser Nadal is. I'm going to read to you. And I read it exactly just a couple of minutes ago. It was exactly what Nadal said after Djokovic won his 24th Grand Slam title a couple of days ago, or last week, to be quite exactly. Nadal's words after Novak won his 24th Grand Slam title. You probably have heard it by now. You probably have heard it by now. But I'm going to remind you, Nadal speaking on Djokovic and the Slam race. I think Djokovic lives it in a more intense way. For him, it would have been a greater frustration not to achieve it. That is exactly Nadal's words. Should I repeat it? I will repeat it. Nadal speaking on Djokovic and the Slam race. I think Djokovic lives it in a more intense way. For him, it would have been a greater frustration to not achieve it. There you have it, guys. There you have it, my tennis friends all around the world. Rafael Nadal's words about Novak Djokovic when Novak won his 24th Grand Slam title. Can he be a bigger loser? Can he be a bigger salty loser than this? Just admit it. Just congratulate the dude. Like he did when Djokovic won his 23rd Grand Slam title. I think he he wrote on social medias. Maybe I'm wrong, but if my memory are not failing me, he actually congratulated Djokovic after Novak won his 23rd Grand Slam title. Something like, unbelievable. Who could believe that 23 is possible? To win 23 Grand Slam titles was something that we never thought it will be possible, but you did it. Big congratulations to you. Something like that. He congratulated Djokovic after Novak won his 23rd Grand Slam title at French Open a couple of months ago. But now it is a different story for Nadal. Now he is showing what kind of a salty loser he is. And that is what I don't like with not only tennis players, with human beings. The same thing happened with Federer. When Federer started to realize, I will not be the Grand Slam leader for a long time. Somebody's taking over. I'm feeling he's coming outside my neck, behind my neck. And then the commerce, when we saw the PR commercials, and you remember it, guys. The PR commercials about Federer and his watch or something like that. And do you know how it sounded? I'm gonna tell you. It sounded like this. It is not only about the numbers. It is how you play the game. It is how you hit the shots. It is how beautiful you play. It was all about the numbers. When Novak had one Grand Slam title 12 years ago, when Djokovic had, when Federer had 16, and when Nadal had 9, 12 years ago. It was all about the numbers back then. But all of a sudden, 12 years forward, Djokovic having, this was 2-3 years ago, it was not now, that commercial came from Roger Federer. When Novak came close to 20 Grand Slam titles, and just Federer realized that he will surpass me. Oh my God, he will surpass me. Let's do a commercial here and say to the entire world, it is not all about the numbers. I am sick and tired about these kind of hypocrites. I don't like hypocrite people. I don't care what their names are. Is it Federer? Is it Nadal? I don't care. Even if Djokovic makes hypocrite comments, I will do videos and give him my opinions. I don't care. That's why I don't get all these comments on my section below, on my videos and other videos, all these Federer fans, Nadal fans, Djokovic fans fighting with each other. What are you doing? What in the hell are you doing? Do you know these dudes? Are these dudes paying your bills? Does these dudes even know you exist? Why are you fighting? No! That is not necessary. That is silly. Just stay to the truth. Say Novak Djokovic is the greatest tennis player of all time. Period. Say it. You Nadal fans don't need to protect Nadal. Nadal doesn't give a damn about you. Nadal doesn't even know who you are. You Federer fan doesn't need to protect Federer. Federer doesn't know who you are. Now Federer doesn't care who you are. Federer doesn't even know you exist. So stop fighting with each other. Just say the truth like I do. I am a Federer fan. I love Federer tennis skills on the court when he was playing. I was loving his ultra aggressive style with his shot making skills. I love that. But that doesn't make him the best ever. That doesn't make him the best ever. So, if we have someone out there that tries to make Federer the greatest tennis player of all time, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. The same thing with the Nadal fans when they say, "Oh, Nadal is the greatest ever." Nadal. If Nadal I have a comment, and I'm gonna respond to that guy, Santiago or something. Here I come. I'm not afraid. I'm here. I'm here, Santiago. And he's coming with all the numbers and says, but if Djokovic, if Nadal, if we had 2 Grand Slams that was played on French Open, 2 Grand Slams that was played on clay, then Djokovic would not be the GOAT. Yeah, he would not be the GOAT. Absolutely not. If we had two Grand Slams that was playing on clay, and one on hard court and one on grass, yeah, I will tell the truth. Of course Nadal wouldn't have over 30 Grand Slam titles if he had two Grand Slams that was playing on clay. But you know what, my friend? That is not the case. That is not the case. We have one tournament that is played on clay, French Open, one that is played on grass, Wimbledon, and two that are played on hard court, Australian Open and the US Open. That is the reality. If doesn't exist, even your man Nadal have said that. Because I'm pretty convinced that you, Santiago, who have wrote that comment, you are die-hard Nadal fan. That is reality. That is the reality. French Open and Wimbledon, if you guys didn't know, they have always had same surfaces. They have never changed. French Open has always been playing on clay. Wimbledon has always been playing on grass. US Open, they have switched surfaces time to time. At least they did it 30-40 years ago. The same thing with Australian Open. They have also switched surfaces time to time. French Open and Wimbledon, they have never switched surfaces. And this is how it is. This is how it is. So, Nadal has French Open, and that is one thing. Another thing is that when you made that comment, Santiago, I think your name is something like that, you make it sound like Djokovic is playing tennis with 3 serves. You make it sound like Djokovic is playing tennis with 4 arms. No, it is not Novak's fault that Nadal has a weak serve and he's not coming away with his weaker serve in the faster surfaces. It is not Novak's fault. It is not Novak's fault that Nadal is better on clay than he is on hard court and that he is on grass. It is not Novak's fault. It is not Novak's fault that Nadal is weaker on the faster surfaces than he is on the slower surfaces. It is not Nadal's fault. It is not Novak's fault. The same thing with Nadal. It is not Nadal's fault that Novak prefers more the faster surfaces than he prefers the slower surfaces. It is not. It is same condition for everybody. You name it. Nobody's playing with 3 serves. Nobody's playing with 4 arms. Nobody. It is the same for everybody. And then it is up to you where you play good. Is it Australia? Is it France? Is it Wimbledon? Is it US Open? Djokovic has done the best job in this department. He has been playing good in all the 4 Grand Slam tournaments. Of course, mostly on hard courts and grass. But even on clay, he has won the French Open 3 times. He is the Grand Slam winner for at least 3 times. At least. He is a 3 times Grand Slam champion at least. He has won Australian Open 10 times, he has won French Open 3 times, Wimbledon 7 times, and now US Open 4 times. Just imagine if Djokovic wins French Open one more time. One more time, if he does, which is not impossible. It seems nothing impossible with this beast Novak Djokovic when it comes to on a tennis court. If he wins French Open one more time and makes it to 4 titles at French Open, then he would be the Grand Slam winner 4 times at least. A 4 times Grand Slam champion at least. Federer, he didn't manage to win more than once. He was the Grand Slam champion. He won French Open once only. Nadal is a double Grand Slam champion as most. Double. Djokovic is a triple. He's a triple Grand Slam champion. Triple. If he wins French Open one more time, he will be the 4th Grand Slam champion at least. Then he would win all the Grand Slams at least 4 times. If he wins French Open one more time. It is not Djokovic's fault that Nadal is not good on faster surfaces. And it is not Nadal's fault that Djokovic is not superior on slower surfaces. It is not. It is what it is. We cannot have the argument if we had 2 Grand Slams that was played on clay, that Nadal would have been the GOAT. Yes, he would have been the GOAT. Yeah, I agree. He would have been the GOAT. If Nadal had 2 Grand Slam tournaments that was played on clay, he would have had over 30 Grand Slam titles. He would have had over 30 Grand Slam titles. Yeah, I agree. But that is not the case. And accept it. Accept it. Because I got out from the topic. The topic of this video is that Nadal is a salty loser after commenting this kind of comment. You know when Nadal used to beat Djokovic before 2011, you know that they actually used to hang out. They actually used to hang out. They actually used to be friends. But when Djokovic started beating Nadal after 2011, and when Djokovic started to dominating the tour, because since 2011 to 2023, in 12 years' time, Djokovic has won 23 Grand Slam titles. Nadal has won 9 Grand Slam. Nadal has won 13 Grand Slam titles. Federer has won only 4 Grand Slam titles. So Federer and Nadal has together won 17 Grand Slam titles in 12 years. Djokovic has won 23 Grand Slam titles in 12 years. Talk about dominating the tour in 12 years' time. Now, why not admit his tennis skills instead of writing this kind of salty comments? Even when Nadal loses, and even when Federer loses, have you ever seen Nadal and Federer touch his opponent's chest and say to him, good play, good match, congratulations to you, good luck, great match, and watch them in the eye and take the loss like a man? No, you have never seen them do. Djokovic, he takes losses much better than both Nadal and both Federer. When Djokovic loses, he embraces, he hugs them, he touches them on the chest. Even when Nadal won his 22nd Grand Slam title at the Australian Open last year, despite the circumstances that Djokovic was facing, we all know what happened to Djokovic in last year's Australian Open when he was deported from the country. He was man enough to congratulate Nadal in the social medias. He was man enough, despite he knew if I was there, Nadal would not have won the title. We all know that. Nadal would not have won that title. He would not have won that title. We all know that. But I'm still not calling it asterisk. I'm not doing that like many are doing. I'm not doing that. Nadal deserved it. He won 7 matches. He defeated his opponents. I don't call Nadal's Australian Open title in 2022 as asterisk like many do. I don't do it. It is not Nadal's fault that Djokovic has chosen to not vaccinate himself, and it is not Nadal's fault that they kicked out Djokovic from Australia in last year. Nadal won that tournament, he deserved it. But Djokovic, he congratulated Nadal despite being kicked out from Australia last year. He was man enough. And look what Nadal is saying to Djokovic now. Look how... You don't think Nadal cares about the Grand Slam race? You don't think Nadal cares about being the world number 1 most in weeks? You don't think Nadal cares about ending the world as the world number 1 in the season finale? He has said he doesn't care of all about this. He has said he doesn't care so much about the world number 1 in weeks. He has said he doesn't care so much about being the world number 1 in the season finale and ending the season as the world number 1. And he has even said, I don't care so much about the Grand Slam race. I am sick and tired of this kind of hypocrites. I don't like hypocrites. I don't care if they are superstars or if they are not superstars. I don't give a damn. These kind of comments are hypocrites comments. These kind of comments are salty losers comments. Nadal is a salty loser. And when I saw this comment, I couldn't I just couldn't go to sleep without doing a video, and here you got it, my tennis fans all over the world. I don't care if some of Nadal fans will not like it. I'm here to deliver the truth. Nadal showed what a kind of a salty loser he is with this kind of a comment. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.